Hi, I've got your energy stories for the second week of February 2022, and let's start with the bad news first. So PJM, the largest grid operator in this country, is having a hard time dealing with interconnection requests from developers seeking to tie to its grid. The proposed solution? A 2-year pause in reviewing over 1,200 mostly solar energy projects, with new projects stuck waiting even longer. In the old days, small numbers of relatively big projects were in the queue. Now, it's big numbers of small projects, totaling almost 2,500. I'm sorry, but didn't we see that coming, and couldn't we have staffed accordingly? The good news is PJM intends to move projects most ready for construction to the front of the line and discourage those that might be more speculative or that haven't secured their financing. But the bad news is this isn't going to get cleaned up anytime soon. Sticking with the fun ISO and regulatory issues, energy aggregator Voltus petitioned FERC for a technical conference related to Order 2222 and the Independent System Operator Compliance Plan, which comes due shortly from grid operators. Remember, 2222 is the order that tells grid operators they have to treat aggregated distributed assets on par with other wholesale market resources. The crux is what one would expect: the issue of the ISO needs and desires versus what's happening at the distribution level, where the DERs are actually located. So in theory, ISOs could dispatch the DER resources in a day-ahead market, but the distribution utilities could reserve the right to claim that these create instability and say no under emergency conditions, which have not as yet been defined. Thus the value of a technical conference, which might create the requisite clarifications. Nobody said this was going to be easy. Moving to clean power, Amazon accounted for 20% of a record 31.1 gigawatts of corporate green purchases in 2021, according to Bloomberg New Energy Finance. Corporate commitments really matter. 10% of all renewable projects installed last year were supported by corporate PPAs. Now let's move to clean transport. Daimler Truck North America, NextEra Energy Resources, LLC, and BlackRock Renewable Power have all signed an MOU to set up a JV to design, develop, install, and operate a nationwide high-performance charging network for medium and heavy-duty battery, electric, and hydrogen trucks in the United States. The initial pot is expected to total close to $650 million of investment, divided equally among the three parties. This could really help jumpstart heavy-duty e-truck activity on our nation's highways. Meanwhile, vehicle-to-grid edges closer. Fermata Energy, the EV vehicle-to-grid company, released results of a summer pilot project in which a customer-owned Nissan Leaf in Rhode Island participated in multiple events and earned $4,200 playing in the DR markets. The parked EV offset peak demand at a local water treatment facility during 27 peak events totaling 57 peak hours. Though we're just seeing the first signs of it, V2G is going to actually be quite huge in the years to come. Sticking in EV news, GM says it will deliver 400,000 EVs through 2023, bouncing off a terrible Q4 in which it only sold 26 vehicles because all the batteries were used to retrofit recalled Bolts. The company also said it's gotten over 110,000 reservations for the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV pickup truck unveiled last month, and it's shooting for North American manufacturing capacity of 1 million EVs by 2025. Well, we're going to need a lot of batteries for that, so it's good news that mining group Glencore and British battery cell startup Britishvolt have formed a JV to recycle batteries, with the plant operational by mid-2023 and processing at least 10,000 tons of batteries annually. The plant will recycle batteries from multiple sources, including those from electronic devices and EVs. And finally, our futuristic technology story for this week: Boson Energy out of Luxembourg claims it's on the verge of producing carbon-negative hydrogen from waste at a cost of zero or below, since it will help avoid garbage tipping fees while avoiding methane emissions from decomposing trash. The company has a super high temperature plasma-assisted gasification process to break down waste into CO2, hydrogen, and a blue-gray glassy rock that can be used to surface roads or make bricks and that sort of thing. The CO2 would be captured and sold to industries such as carbonated drink, food processing and packaging, and even greenhouses. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.